host, Karen Miranda. Welcome to Whispers from the Other Side. We are coming to you live tonight from QATV Channel 8. The phones are now open, so feel free to call. And I just have something really special to share with everybody at home. A couple of shows ago, when I was telling you about my Auntie Eleanor, she had just recently crossed over to the other side. God bless her soul, she lived to be 92 years old. And the thing is, before she crossed over, she was in the nursing home because she needed a lot of care, but she still was alert and, a little confused. If I was 93 years old, I'd probably be a little confused too. But just before she started crossing, the nurse was walking down the hall and she heard my aunt talking to Uncle Larry, who was over there on the other side. And the nurse knew something was up. Uncle Larry was waiting for her to help her to transition from this life to the next, to cross over to the other side, to the next journey of her life, spiritual journey. And I was like, listening to my mother. My mother's the one who told me the story as well as my dad. And she said, Karen, I got something to tell you. And I said, what? The nurse was telling us at the nursing home, my cousin Billy, Eleanor was talking to Larry, and the nurse knew something was up when she was talking to him, because later on that night, she died peacefully in her sleep, warm in the bed, and that to me is with all the tragedies that are going on in the world today, to me that's one of the nicest ways, to cross over into spirit. It's just drifted off and went to sleep. And do I believe my Uncle Larry was with her? Most certainly is. My mother was the one who told me the story. My dad did too, but my mother was telling me at the funeral parlor, and I'm like looking at her, and she looked at me and she said, she didn't say anything. I said, I know, Ma. She knew. So it was like she just kept really quiet. And she's starting to come around a little bit more, being a little more open, which is a nice thing, But like I said, that was her time from in that generation, how she was brought up. So I don't question anything with that as it happens. Hi, Alice. Welcome to Whispers from the Other Side.
Hi.
How are you tonight?
Good.
Have you ever been to a medium before?
Yes.
Okay, have you ever been to me before?
Yes.
Yeah, because your voice sounds a little familiar to me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And it sounds actually very familiar. You just want me to get going with your reading?
Yes.
Okay, I am going to get going with you, and I'm going to let you know who's around. And also, too, I know you probably heard me by watching the show. These are their memories that they share with me, and they can give as much information or as little information as they want. And sometimes you might have to be the medium, too, as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you ready to get going?
Yes.
Yeah, I have a male that's over there in spirit for you tonight. And I'm feeling some age with this man. And I'm feeling a grandfatherly vibration around you. Is your grandfather over there?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I feel a grandfather vibration that's coming forward with a lot of fun, lively energy to him, okay? Because he said when he was younger, he still thought he had a lot of fun to himself with his mannerism and everything when he was here. But he also, was a very hard worker as well.
Uh-huh.
I'm glad you can understand that. I'm asking him to come in a little closer. I'm feeling some height with him, too.
Uh-huh.
As well as because he's like standing up really tall and proud.
Uh-huh.
And that's how he was when he was here. Very tall and very proud man.
Right.
A very family orientated man as well.
Right.
And I do have someone that's with him in spirit. I do have a younger female that's with him over there. Do you have someone over there that's young?
Could be possible.
Okay. Possible. I'm going to just get going with your grandfather a little more and see if she'll step forward a little bit, okay?
Okay.
He's saying, he's telling me, he aged gracefully as he got older, and it was kind of like difficult. Of course, when you age, it's difficult for, you to do more stuff for yourself. That's what he's telling me.
Mm-hmm.
And he's saying it's like his crossing was quick in the end.
Mm-hmm.
Very quick, and boom, and I was gone.
Okay.
And I'm feeling that, there's a grandmother over there with him for you. A grandmother. He's with your grandmother as well.
Mm-hmm.
And she's being, letting him have a chance to talk because she just wants to jump right in.
Mhm.
And that would make a lot of sense. And I'm seeing with your grandmother some family resemblance with you a little bit,
Mhm.
you know. And she's saying, to the resemblance, she's saying, I'm back to my youthful self.
Right.
She's telling me this. And if you don't understand, as like I always do with everybody, her hair cut short to the head, your grandmother,
Mhm.
cut short to the head, very neat. Everything had to be just so.
Mhm.
And she's saying, it's great. I can, dress myself and do things too as well. She's showing me that as well. But at one time, did she like to draw or do paintings?
Don't remember that.
If you don't remember that, check about that, okay? Because I'm feeling something that she was like to, do like art, like a crafty type of thing.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Just ask about that if you don't understand.
Mhm.
I want to tell you that she's keeping all the relatives in line over there,
Right.
and that would make sense to you.
Mhm.
And she hasn't lightened up, by the way. She's telling me to tell you that I haven't lightened up. And she's also saying that she has a baby that's with her in spirit.
Oh.
If you don't understand that, I have to give that because I see babies a lot sometimes too. I know you know
Right.
watching the show, and a couple of them were validated a while back. But I'm
Okay.
feeling like she had one in a miscarriage and had lost a baby. But you could ask about that too as well. I have
Okay.
to give that to you. And she's saying, she's listening in.
Okay.
She's listening from the other side, and I'm saying, well, what else do you want me to say? Because they're really like, both of them, she's kind of wanting to take over the show,
Mhm.
and that would make a lot of sense.
Mhm.
And she's saying it's so wonderful. She doesn't have to worry about how the house looks anymore.
Right.
And that would make, like I said, these are simple little things that they'll share with me too, as well as their memories, because it even takes a lot of energy for them to come through with that much energy.
Mhm.
And she's saying that too, and she's saying, she's glad to be reading and learning how to relax. She's telling me that. And she said, I got my girlish figure back again.
Mhm.
And I'm glad that makes a lot of sense. Quite the looker your grandmother was too when she was young.
Mhm. Mhm.
And the males still love her over there too, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm glad you can understand. Oh, she's so funny about that. She said, yeah, they still chase me, and she's saying, and it's good that I can go back to being younger, because in her youthful body, she's saying I wasn't in a lot of pain and everything,
Right.
because she was a go-getter, and my faith kept me very strong.
Uh-huh.
Her faith kept me, beautiful smile, by the way.
Yeah.
And when she was younger too, she did like to wear makeup,
Mhm.
if you can understand that,
Mhm.
and like the jewelry and everything too.
Mhm.
Do you guys still have some of her jewelry as well, or someone in the family?
Not that I know of.
Not that you know of. Check on that too as well. Because I'm seeing some rings or something. I have to give that to you anyways when I see, because it takes a lot of energy even to show me stuff they owned. I have to give that to you.
Mhm.
And she's saying, yeah, I'm just so happy to be back in my young, youthful body again, And she's saying that she can move around again, but she cared about everybody around her.
Mhm.
And she is celebrating. She's getting ready to celebrate the holiday.
Mhm.
I have to give that to you, with what your denomination was with your religion, okay?
No, that's it.
Okay, does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah, because she loved the holidays. She loved having everybody around.
Right. Right.
She liked flowers too, by the way.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing the lilies around her.
What kind?
Lilies?
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because the lilies, they're smelling really beautiful.
Yeah.
And she loved to have those, especially like with Easter coming around.
Right. Right.
And I'm thanking her for that, because that, even if it's like something like showing me a flower or something, that's like special evidence. I know you know that.
Right.
She's saying the aroma of the lily is beautiful.
Right. Right.
And she's saying the smell is so overwhelming, but she's with a bunch of your relatives over there, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, because you have a lot of people over there.
Oh yeah.
I'm feeling an uncle that's around you, too, as well tonight.
Yeah.
And he's being the life of the party.
Yep.
Because he didn't always take everything seriously. You would understand that.
Yeah.
And he's saying, yeah, tell her I was around last time, but I'm back. He's saying, he's telling me to tell you that I'm back. So I had to give you that from him.
Mhm.
And I'm seeing at one time a motorcycle.
Mhm.
He drove the motorcycle. Oh, good. I'm so glad you can understand. Thanking him for the clencher. He's saying, I'm out there four-wheeling again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I'm glad you can understand that as well. He used to ride with a bunch of people too, he's telling me.
Mm-hmm.
And did he at one time, I don't know if you can understand that, did he do fundraisers with the motorcycles?
Don't know.
Don't know, check on that, because I know he used to go with a couple of his friends out, with the motorcycle, and I'm glad you can understand the motorcycle with him.
Yeah.
And he's saying, I don't have to tinker with it anymore, though.
Oh, okay.
And you can understand, he's with your mother and grandfather, by the way, in spirit.
My mother's here.
No, your grandmother?
Oh, yeah.
That's I meant to say grandmother.
Okay.
I'm sorry. That was just me. Your grandfather and grandmother. They get like this with me once they start working with me, and they're saying to say hi to your mother too. By the way.
Right.
Yep. And your mother misses all of them very much. By the way.
Oh, yeah.
Very, very much. And she gets sad like with the holiday, up and coming holiday too, and she's
Really?
still, yeah, to herself. She keeps quiet about it, but. I have to give that to you. She still just thinks about him, but in a very nice way. When they first crossed over, she was, of course, like all of us, we miss everybody. But yeah, your uncle's out enjoying a good ride. He's telling me on the bike tonight.
Okay.
And I have to give that to you. And also, he's telling me to tell you, he's very happy with you.
Who is?
Your uncle.
Oh, okay.
He's very happy with you. They're all very, and your grandmother and grandfather too.
Oh, that was good to hear.
Yeah, she said, you have a big, big heart. She said, even though she won't let you know that, they wanted me to tell you that.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
And that's who I'm getting tonight for you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for calling.
Bye.
Bye. I love when they do that, like the motorcycle and the lilies, because, the flowers, too, are, I had asked an English medium one time, about seeing flowers. And the nice thing about the flowers is, that's a symbol thing as well, and I'll explain to you about symbols in a couple of seconds. But, yeah, the lilies, and I want to thank her for that, for the lily, too, as well as the motorcycle. And it's those little things that can be the biggest validation. Like at home, I would be saying, oh, but to the person getting the reading, it means it's the biggest validation to someone that is getting the reading at home. And, different symbols, which I want to talk about a little bit. Even the symbols, it takes a lot. Like when I see different things like balloons, because earlier today, I saw a whole bunch of balloons when I woke up in my bedroom, so I started drawing the balloon just before I started. So somebody let go balloons at someone's service, or they just, let them go. And, they used this person that liked balloons a lot. And, okay. Hi, welcome to Whispers from the Other Side.
Hi,
Hi, how are you tonight?
I'm good.
What's your name again?
Tammy.
Tammy, I thought so. Thank you. Can you turn off your TV?
Yes.
Okay, because I could hear it echoing. Thank you.
Sorry.
That's okay. Okay?
Okay,
All right. Tammy, have you ever been to a medium before?
I have.
Okay, so I'm a clairvoyant, clairsentience medium. And I've just learned to, spirit just works different with me every time. Okay?
Okay.
Yes, if you understand. No, if you don't.
Yep.
And don't give me any information.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm gonna see, I'm gonna ask Spirit to come. For the last caller, I do have a female that is around me in spirit. Do you have a close friend over there? A close female friend that died that crossed over to the other side?
Female friend?
Yes.
I have a female. Yeah.
A female friend over there?
Not friend, but a female.
Okay. Yes, if you understand. No, if you don't. Okay.
No.
But because I'm having this woman come. She's coming in close to me, and she's being a little colorful with the words. Okay. Can you understand that so far?
Yes.
Very colorful with the words. Up and go getter. She's
Yep.
not. She's not ill anymore.
She's not?
No, she's not. Can you understand that?
Yes.
She was very sick before she had crossed over.
Yes.
And she said, I got to get myself to slow down a second. Yeah, she's telling me I'm not sick anymore. Her
Okay.
illness is what took her, which is what took her over to the
Yes.
other side.
Yes.
You can understand that?
Yes.
She's telling me to tell you you miss her friendship very, very much.
Yes.
You two are very, very close.
Yes.
You were almost like sisters, she's saying to me, too. Can you understand that as well?
No.
Well, but you were close, like it, like and you had a special bond. You know what I have to
Yes.
give. You can understand that.
Yes.
Was she like a real, like a partner kind of? I'm getting the closeness with you with her. You know what I'm saying? And
I have y-
that's okay. Yes or no? It's okay. I know they can get very personal. She's saying she's sending you a lot of unconditional love tonight. Can you
Yes.
Can you understand that as well?
Yes.
She said, I'm glad I got. She said she was the more lively one out of the two of you.
Yes.
And I'm glad you can understand that because she's saying, yeah, I always, when you guys would go out, she said, you got to come out of your shell a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And that's how she would talk to you, like, when you were here, not to be so shy. Because she was the more boisterous one out of the two of you.
Is it a younger?
I'm just getting what I'm getting right now, what she's telling me. She's saying that she was the more boisterous, you know what I'm saying? The one with all that fun energy to her, the life of the party.
Yes.
And I'm glad you can understand that. And she's saying, only the good die young.
Yeah.
Can you
Yeah.
understand that as well?
Yes.
That's what she's saying to me. Only the good die young. She's telling me that right now as she's sitting here, and I'm saying thank you to her, for telling me that only the good die young. And in fact, she's singing that song.
Oh, yeah.
Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
She's saying about, I know I didn't have a very good voice, but I like to sing
Right.
anyways.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm glad you can understand that as well. Coming from, I just love her energy.
I know she was the life.
Oh,
I really truly believe it's my mother and not my sister.
Okay, because I'm, just feeling good, because they weren't telling me that, but don't give me any information, okay?
Oh, okay.
But yeah, she's being very lively and very, and she's so funny. But she said, I'm still speaking up over here.
Good.
And
I've
I'm
been waiting.
And I'm glad you can understand that as well, like from your mom, because she's saying, I don't give them much opportunity. If they don't, I'm still, she's very domineering, but in a good way,
Yes.
though. I'm trying to word it politely to you.
Yes.
And she's telling me that, and she said, yeah, I am, and she said, I'm just not ill anymore. Your sister's doing good with her, as well. Your sister's, with her as well. They're together over there.
My sister?
I'm feeling, is there still this close person that's, I'm feeling around you, and I'm feeling, a sister, some, maybe not you, but did someone just lose a sister?
No.
Okay, so I'm just going to wait and ask her to wait to come back after. But your mom is sending you all this abundance of love. And
Thank you.
Yeah, and she's saying to me, have some fun. Go out and have some fun. She loved to have her fun. But she was always so busy helping everybody else out.
Yes.
And that's her, she's saying that. But I'm trying not to help anyone out, but she just loved to help people.
Yes.
And everybody misses having her around.
Yes.
And she's saying that. She's going, oh, they go on about me and they tell all the stories.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you can understand that as well.
Yes. She was quite a spirited one.
Yeah, and she quite the hot ticket too.
Yes.
And
yes.
she did pray for everybody, by the way. In her own way.
I know.
And you can understand that as well?
Yes.
I'm glad you can understand that. I have to give it to you anyways, but do you have an uncle too as well over there in spirit?
I may.
Okay, you may. I'm going to ask him to wait his turn and, be patient and stuff like that. But your mom is just the one that's coming in good and strong.
Oh, good.
And at one time, she's like happy to be enjoying being back at the beach again.
I'm sure.
You can understand that. She loved to like wade in the water and stuff like that.
Yes.
And she's doing that again. She said, but the water's warmer over here. She's telling me to tell you that. And if you can understand that as well.
Yes.
And she's just doing all the stuff she used to do. The only thing she said, I'm really happy about. She's telling me to tell you that I don't have to do so much stuff like she did when she was here.
Good.
She's saying she cared about every one of you kids.
Yes.
And I'm glad you can understand that. She said, I care about everybody now. Just I'm in my spiritual body, not my physical one.
Yes.
And
I
she's
know.
and she's blowing kisses to you. If you can
Thank
understand
you.
that, huh?
Yes.
Are you okay?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
this is the first time I've gotten any response that sounds like it's from my mother, and I've been to quite a few mediums,
Oh, it's funny.
and
I
she's
can tell
just
you,
never come through.
likes, on the other side.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
A very good, my good teacher I had told me that. I said, I get a lot of old people or younger ones. Sometimes in between, she goes, Karen, likes on the other side.
Yes.
So it could just be the person's energy, But
Yes.
she's throwing you lots of kisses.
Oh, I love you too, Mom.
And she knows that. She's looking down. She said, I see her praying for me and, thinking about me. And especially like birthdays, too.
Yes.
Birthday celebrations. Did she like to balloons?
Balloons would signify something, yes.
Oh, good, because I got to show it to you. I don't know if Grace can get a close-up. I have a sketch of a balloon, and I just had to give that to you, okay?
Okay.
And I'm glad you can understand about the balloons, because she's been around you, especially like early this morning.
Today's my birthday.
Happy birthday, and I'm thanking her for that. And I'm thanking her very, very much for that. And I woke up and I saw these balloons. Said, "Oh, I know it's for tonight," and I paid attention because it takes even to show that stuff. It's like a symbolic thing, and she's sending you lots of birthday wishes from the other side
Thank you.
and saying happy birthday
Thank you.
and lots of kisses again. And she's enjoying making those homemade cakes again too.
Okay.
Okay.
Am I allowed to ask any questions?
You can ask a question. I'm just going to ask them to back off for now, okay?
Okay.
But you can ask a question now that everybody came through for you.
I'm just wondering if she sees my sister.
Yeah, they're all together over there. You know that, though. They're together.
No, my sister's here.
Your sister's here? Yeah. But does your mother have a sister over there?
Yeah.
Yes or no?
She has her mother.
Okay, because it was like, because I'm feeling something with a sister or find out if somebody
Oh, well,
did.
she has a very close friend. They were two peas in a pod.
Like sisters, right?
Yes.
So that's that symbolic thing. That's why that kept coming in for you. So I'm glad that makes sense,
Oh, okay, yes.
And I'm like, yeah, she's just looking down. You know what I'm saying? She
Her
sees you
friend
and your sister.
Ann.
Huh?
Her friend Ann.
Okay. Oh, don't give me any information.
sorry.
Okay. But they're together over there, and I'm glad you said that because I kept getting sister for you, and it wasn't making sense. But they're together. They're going out to have fun, by the way.
Oh, I'm sure.
And your friend's mother liked the men, by the way, too.
Oh, yes.
I'm glad that makes a lot of sense.
Yes.
And your mom is looking down on you and your sister. And just tell your sister to hang in there. Would that make
Okay.
sense?
Yes.
She's saying just to hang in there.
Yes.
And they're watching from the other side, but in a good way, okay?
Okay.
All right?
Yes.
Have a good night.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tammy. That's when it gets like that, and it's like, okay, I gotta take the time for myself just to get everybody to get sorted out. And I'm like, having sister, and mother, and it's like, it gets, and it gets a lot of activity, like in the room. And that's why sometimes, like, the last show I did, like, I didn't realize I was hitting my microphone with one of the phone calls until I saw the rerun action. I'm like, I will blame Elizabeth, but I loved her energy anyways. And it just takes so much for them to come in like that, and I'm like sitting there going, because spirit starts working with me. And like I've said too, other mediums, every medium connects in a different way. Everybody is gifted. I feel like everybody is gifted. It just depends on what level everybody is at with their gifts. Some people are more advanced than others, which does bring me back to the likes on the other side. Because I had asked the Reverend one time, I get a lot of spirit children, and sometimes I'll get a lot of old folks. And she said, well, Karen, are you like a child? I go, yeah, I'm like a big kid, I'll admit. Mr. Skeptical, okay. His first name is Kevin. Hello?
Hi.
Hi, how are you tonight?
Good.
Kevin, have
Yes.
you ever been to a medium before?
Yes.
You have?
Yes.
Do you want me to tell you how I connect with the people that have crossed over?
Yes, please.
Yes, okay. First of all, I'm a clairvoyant, clairsentience medium. I see people that have crossed over, and sometimes, like I've said before on the show, the older ones love to look young. They love to come in looking young. I said, but I need to know how you looked before you died, where you would recognize someone.
Okay.
I also, see things they own, and they'll show me how they passed. And also, I feel the presence of them in the room. And they'll start, like if somebody had a heart attack, sometimes I'll feel like a little chest pain or something, but I'll ask them to back off with that. And their personalities will just start coming through with me. And and I also, when I see the personality, sometimes when spirit starts working with me, I'll start saying stuff and I just get going with what they're telling me.
Yeah.
Okay? Can you just speak up just a little louder?
Sure.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. And yeah, and then also these are their memories they share with me to deliver to you, okay?
Okay.
And I also, with their memories that they share with me, they also, I have learned not to question spirit. And sometimes it might be for you or it might be for a friend of yours, okay?
Yes.
As well. And I'm going to get started with you, Kevin.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. I am going to get going because I have had this woman that's starting to come close to me. And I'm feeling some attractiveness with her, okay? And I'm feeling, nice figure to her. And I'm feeling shoulder length hair. And I don't know if you're understanding any of this so far.
Not yet.
Not yet, okay. I'm going to get going with her, and I'm just feeling that's who I'm getting. But I'm also feeling, do you have a Kevin over there in spirit as well?
No.
No, okay, because I have a Kevin, that's around me that's saying, okay, check with that, for a generation that, had passed. I'm just going to get that. But I'm going to also see who else is around you. I do have a vibration of a male that is around you that's on the other side. I'm feeling like a grandfather vibration. Is your grandfather over there?
Yes.
Yes, and I'm feeling at one time either your grandfather or an uncle had served in the service.
Yes.
You can understand that because I'm seeing the flag with your grandfather. Very proud man to serve and very proud of his country. Saw a lot in the service, by the way. Can you understand that?
Could be uncles.
Uncle, okay. And I'm feeling, he saw a lot and used to love to tell the war stories.
Yeah.
Yep, war stories, and, used to tell that, and he's still telling them over there, by the way.
All right.
And he's starting to come forward more, but, saw battle, though, he's telling me that. And your uncle's all around you as well.
Yeah.
And your grandfather's, beside him, he's letting your uncle have a chance to speak to you.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm getting a little bit of height with him, okay?
Yeah.
Not a lot, I'm getting height with him. Broader than the shoulders. Your uncle did work hard, he was telling me.
Yeah.
Can you understand that?
A little bit.
Okay, I'm glad you can. Like I said, these are their memories, okay? Worked hard when he did, and, just have to give that to you. And I'm seeing just a couple of medals with your uncle,
Yeah,
and somebody still has the medals?
I think so.
Okay, check about that, because I just saw a medal in front of me. I have to give that to you. Okay, because like you were saying earlier, sometimes when they start showing me even things they own, it takes a lot of energy for spirit to come through that way. He's saying, I'm quite the looker. I'm back to that fun-loving guy. He was a little serious at times, could be, but he also liked to have his fun too.
I see.
Can you understand that?
A little bit.
Okay, I'm glad you can. And yeah, he's telling me that. He's also telling me, just he's going back to the service. And I'm seeing the flag with them. Someone still has the flag here.
Yes.
And I'm glad you can do that. Very proud man. He's saluting that person too, by the way.
The person who owns the flag?
Yep. The person who has the flag, and he's also just, he's looking down at everybody, over here, and he's, saying, I'm not going to, I'm just looking down, I'm, not watching 24/7, but he's saying, I'm happy, got my coffee and electric coffee and donuts.
Not sure.
Not sure, okay, I got to give that anyway, so find out about that, okay? But he's looking down, he's saluting everybody as well.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going back, to, like the war and stuff like that. And he said it wasn't easy for me in the service either.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't easy,
Yeah.
And he's saying it wasn't easy in the service. And he did get a medal. And I'm feeling injury with him.
I believe so.
Yep, injury. I'm getting injury with him, and that's why the medal was coming in with me, And he said, but, when he got back, he did good. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I'm glad you can understand that. Yeah, because I'm getting an injury with him. And he said, but it healed the best it could. You would understand that.
Maybe, yes.
Okay, and I'm glad about that. And he's saying to say that. He's saying, it made him a better person, for serving.
That's good.
Okay, and I'm glad you can understand that, because sometimes with him, it wasn't always easy.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you can understand that as well, coming from him. And like I said, he's sharing his memories, but he's learning to lighten up too. Little hard-nosed, he's telling me, but in a good way too.
Yeah.
I'm glad you can understand that, and he's learning not to be so hard-nosed.
Yeah.
And that's who I'm getting that's around you is your uncle. And he's saying too, I'm out too. I'm out at the bar tonight.
Anybody else?
Anybody else? I'm just getting a grandmother, a vibration that's with him.
Oh.
Is your grandmother over there too?
Yes.
Yeah, your grandmother's, over there too, and she's around you, and she's just like, coming into with all that fun, spicy energy she had when she was here.
Oh.
But she was more, your grandmother said too, but I was quiet too.
Yeah.
And you can understand that, very quiet, very private, very family orientated. She's telling me that, and that would make a lot of sense.
Yes.
And she kept to herself, and her whole life was the family.
Yes.
The family was my whole life. The family was, everything. That's how she's coming across like that, with not a lot of information, but that's how she was. And she's liked to read at night before she went to bed.
Yeah.
I'm glad you can understand that as well, okay?
Yes.
And and she just like, that's what I'm getting for you with everybody that's around you.
Oh.
And again, your uncle's going, and your uncle's saluting you too, by the way.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, he's saying, I'm telling him I'm saluting him, and your grandmother's saying she's getting ready to celebrate. She liked the holiday seasons.
Yes.
And loved to have the family around.
Yes.
And I'm glad you can understand that coming from her. And she's saying, it's nice because I don't have to do so much cooking over here.
Yes.
And I'm glad you can understand that. She said, the one thing she's happy about, she's a pretty good cook, she's telling me, too.
Yeah.
You can understand that. And she's saying to me to tell you, you know, when you're out, she said she is around you. Okay, she's telling me to tell you that. She is around you. And she's saying you know, it's just so much easier for her now, too, as well. And she's glad she can cook again, too. And I'm seeing some prayer books with her, too. Those, when I see this, you know, the prayer books, I have to give them anyways, you know. And she's saying, too, again, she's going back to, I'm praying, I'm looking down on you in a good way. She's telling me to tell you that.
Oh, I see.
Okay?
Yes.
Do you understand that? And I'm glad you can understand that coming from her. And that's all I'm getting for you for information.
Okay.
Okay, because I don't want to go, you know, fluffing and doing all that stuff, okay? I just did what Spirit is giving me to give to you. And your uncle's saying, yep, he's still telling the good war stories, and he's you know, happy. He's very happy.
Good. Good.
Yep, and you got to put some more happiness in your life, too, he's telling me.
No time for that.
And does that make sense?
There's no time for that.
He said, but you got to learn to, like, enjoy life a little bit, you know, how life catches up to you. He's telling me to tell you that. Okay?
Okay.
And try to fit a little bit of fun into your busy schedule.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Good night.
Have a great night. Yeah, Kevin, when I was seeing the flags and the medals, you know, when they do that, the symbols, I want to go back to symbols. And when I was seeing symbols, I'm like sitting there going, okay, you know, I just started writing down what different ones meant, different symbols. And when I see like a starfish, it could be related to the ocean, and somebody loved being at the beach, and started with the memories, you know, like Kevin's uncle, you know, the war stories and everything. And he's saying, you know, with being injured and everything, you know, it was not easy, you know, but, you know, he said he was proud to serve the country and everything like that. So I said, okay, I'm glad to, you know. Okay. Hi, Michelle. Welcome to Whispers from the Other Side.
Hello.
Hello. How are you tonight?
Good. How are you?
Good. How you doing?
Good.
Are you warming up now that it's not cold out anymore?
Yeah, I'm so happy it's spring.
Oh, I am too. I was like, you know, I said, you know, in a minute I'm getting ready to pack my bags.
I know, it was a long winter.
Oh, it was. I'm a New Englander at heart, but I said, oh, the cold. I'm like, you know, no more snow.
I know. Ugh.
Have you ever been to a meeting before?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, one time, yeah.
Your voice sounds a little familiar to me. Have you called me before?
I might have called once. I go usually to the church. I go
the
to a
Spiritualist
in Quincy,
church.
so.
In Quincy?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I used to go there all the time
yeah,
myself.
The Spiritualist church, yeah.
Yeah, it's wonderful there, you know.
Very nice, yep.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, at the end of May, I'm going to have a special clip from the church that I did when I did the platform over there.
I'm sorry, what was that?
You know, at the end of May, I'm going to have a special on.
Oh, okay.
Where I did the platform. I couldn't put the people, I could, you know, do the readings up on the platform for the congregation, but we couldn't put their faces on for their, you know, personal identity and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So that's something. So Michelle, I really don't have to explain to you how I work as a medium.
Oh, no, I know.
Oh, good. That's wonderful. You're very open, by the way, and you're learning too, by the way.
I'm sorry, what was that again?
You're very open to this.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I have to give it to you anyways. I don't know if it's for you or a friend.
Okay.
But I do have this young male that was around me earlier in the show. Did you lose somebody young or somebody you know who's a male, like in their early 20s?
Not early 20s, no.
Not early 20s? I'm
Not
feeling
that
very
not
young.
that I'm recalling, no.
Huh?
Not that I recall.
Okay, because it's for Andrew. I'll talk to you after, Andrew. One of my producers out in the other room.
Oh.
So you know how they work that way. Sometimes I'll just, you know, get scattered, and it's like, okay, Andrew, you got to take your friend for now, okay? He has a lot to say to you still. He's so funny. He says, But I'm going to get going with you, Michelle, okay?
Okay.
I do have a female that is around you in spirit, you know, and I know you know from the church, likes on the other side.
Yeah.
And I do have a woman that's coming in, and I'm feeling, you know, I feel, she showed me cancer. And I'm feeling she had cancer and it spread.
Not that I recall.
Not that you can recall. Okay, so I just gotta wait. Do you have a father over there?
No.
No, because I have a father figure. I'm not getting a connection with you right now, you know, and I'm just gonna, you know, I'm gonna try to see who else is around you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just not, you know, I'm feeling, you know, I feel a grandmother vibration that's around you in spirit. Yes, if you understand, no, if you don't.
I have grandmothers on the other side, but I don't know. I didn't know them.
You don't know her, okay. I'm just going to
No.
ask her to come forward just a little bit more.
Okay.
But your grandmother's all around you from the other side, just sending blessings down. I have to, you know, I want to give that to you anyways. You know, I'm seeing somebody had a miscarriage.
Yes.
Did you have a miscarriage?
Not me, no.
Not me, but somebody had one.
In the past, yes.
Yes. So I have to give that. Thank you. Like I said, you'll have to be the medium, okay?
Okay.
And yeah, the miscarriage was kind of devastating for her.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
devastating, okay? And I have to give that to you.
Okay.
And yeah, it was like, you know, just one of those things that nature, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With nature, and, you know, I was, you know, getting miscarriage. I said, I got to give it to her because now it's your turn to be the medium, okay? And she's saying, you know, not to be so sad about the loss of the baby before the baby was born.
Okay.
Can you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad you can understand that. And I'm feeling like your grandmother's coming through with the baby that your friend had lost, okay? Because your grandmother's, you know, has the baby. And I have to give that to you.
Okay.
Because I always make sure that even when they didn't live, you know, they start to form in our bodies and everything, and I know you know that. And she's saying, you know, just to tell your friend it's okay.
Okay.
Can you understand that as well?
Yeah.
I'm so glad you can understand that coming from her. And your grandmother, and she's got your friend's baby. All right?
Okay.
And I do have an uncle that's coming through for you. Do you have an uncle over in spirit?
Yes.
I'm feeling an uncle
I have
that's...
many. I think many
Huh?
uncles.
Many uncles?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, because there's a whole bunch of men, that's right. But I'm feeling one that's coming in. He has like a little bit of a belly to him.
Okay.
And, you know, not a big belly. Okay, can you understand that?
Yeah, there might be one.
Okay, I'm getting a little, not a big belly or anything like that, but, like, you know, carried himself very well.
Yeah.
And little thinning in the hair. Can you understand that, the thinning in the hair?
I might. I mean, again, I'm trying. I can't. I have a couple you know, I
Okay.
have several uncles, so it's hard to kind of.
Okay, yeah, don't give me any information, okay? I have an uncle that is around you, and I gotta give this man anyways. Nice kind of a gentleman that has, you know, he carried himself very well. And I'm feeling, you know, a little bit of height with him, you know, and I'm feeling, you know, yeah, just, you know, I'm not getting old with his crossing when he crossed over. He didn't, because I'm feeling middle-aged with him. Can you understand that?
Not that I
Not really?
recall, no.
I'm not feeling a lot of connection with you, and I have to tell you that.
Okay.
Okay, so I just don't want to go, but, you know, your friend needs to hear, you know, that it's okay. You know, it's just nature's way. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
And I know you know that, but that's what I'm getting. I'm still feeling the uncle around you. Check about one of the uncles, he's a little heavy set, like I'm feeling, like a little belly.
Okay.
You know, and I'm feeling like an average height with him.
Okay.
Okay, so I know it's not connecting, so I'm just going to give you the most important. I feel like your friend needed to hear about the baby being okay over there.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Michelle.
All right.
Yeah,
Bye.
sometimes that can happen too. Sometimes the connection just isn't there. And that's why sometimes too when I get like phone calls, the same ones over and over again, it's the connection in any, meeting would say, give it a rest, wait a while, wait until the next time, wait a couple of weeks or something, and any medium would say that. And Michelle, I just felt like, it was more for her friend who had lost a baby. She needed to hear that it's okay, and that the baby was okay over there, the baby that never lived. Hi, Teresa. Welcome to Whispers from the Other Side. Hello?
Hello?
Hi, how are you tonight?
Hi, how are you?
Good. How you doing?
Good.
Good. Have you ever been to a meeting before?
Once.
Once? Do you want me to tell you how I communicate with people that are crossed over?
I'm sorry, what?
Do you want me to tell you how I communicate with people that have crossed over?
Sure.
Sure, okay. I'm a clairvoyant, clairsentience medium. I see spirits, I see people that have crossed over. I also see things they owned, and they'll show me how they passed.
Mm-hmm.
And the clairsentience end of it is I feel the presence of spirits around. They will also tell me who, how, they'll make me feel how they cross sometimes too as well. With the clairsentience, they will do that. And it's their memories they share with me.
Okay.
Okay? Yes, if you understand. No, if you don't.
Yes.
Okay? Do you have your TV on?
I'm sorry, you're kind of hard to hear.
Yeah, do you have your TV on?
Yes.
Could you turn it down, please? Or even off? You'll still be connected with me.
Yes. Can
Thank
you turn
you.
it off?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, that's a lot better. All right, I have a dad. I have a dad that's been around me all night, on and off through the show. Do you have a dad over there in spirit?
Yes.
Yeah, your father, good, because I'm thanking him. He's been a very patient man with me, by the way. If that makes sense to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's very patient. I'm like, okay, because I asked someone, and they said no, and I'm like, okay, then can you come back? You missed your dad very much.
Yes, I do.
Teresa, he's saying Teresa misses me very, very much, and this is him sharing his memories with me. He said she really misses the one-on-ones.
Mm-hmm.
You can understand that because he was a very nurturing dad, by the way.
He was.
He was very nurturing and could be at home when he could be home.
Yes.
Because his job, like he's saying about being the breadwinner in the family.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you can understand that coming from this gentleman because he's your dad, because he's saying, but I'm quite the gentleman. That's why it's coming in that way, okay?
Yes.
Because he was quite the gentleman when he was here. And he cared about everybody around him.
He did.
And your mom, too.
Yes.
Is mom still here?
No.
No, because I'm feeling a mom. I'm getting someone's mom, but I'm going to ask her to back off. But your mom and your dad, because your dad's the one that's coming in stronger, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But your dad is with your mom over there. And I'm going to give that to you anyways. They'll just come in together like that, okay?
Mm-hmm.
With me, And I'm like, sometimes the relationship wasn't always, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And that's why it was coming in like that, okay? And I have to give that to you, but I'm asking your dad, what else does he want me to tell you? He's saying, oh, I'm enjoying a good newspaper again. And you can understand that?
Yeah.
And he's enjoyed a good smoke, by the way.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I could see lots of smoke, because that was with the ticker, by the way. You would understand that as well.
Yep.
With the heart and everything like that. And he's saying that's why my crossing was quick when I went over there, too.
Yes.
You could understand that. He's still enjoying a good smoke, he's telling me to tell you. And he is, and he's saying, he said, I was an average-looking fellow, he thought. Anyways, that's what he's telling me to tell you. You would understand that, too.
Yeah, he was handsome.
Yeah, and he's saying, I'm not all dressed up, but I'm so glad to be out of the suit they put me in. Can you understand that as well?
Yeah.
Because he didn't like to dress up, he's telling me.
He didn't. He liked his khakis.
Yeah, he's saying, I was so glad. I was so glad to get out of that suit they buried me in, he's saying, and I'm glad you can understand that coming from your dad, And he's saying, I'm just so glad that they're keeping my memories alive through the stories, the different things you talk about. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about, though, right?
Yeah, I know.
He's saying that to you, Teresa. And I got to give this to you anyways. Is there a Teresa over there as well in spirit?
My grandmother.
Teresa, she's around you. Teresa's around you. That's why she's saying, say Teresa, say Teresa. And I said, okay, I'll say Teresa. But your grandmother's also all around you. Okay?
Thank you.
Teresa and your father are together. And
Anything about my mom?
Your mom is just being a very nice, polite lady. And she's just, sitting down and she's like saying, I'm just happy I don't have to have as much care. Can you understand that?
Yeah.
And like I said, that generation, they hated people fussing over them.
Yes.
And your mother did not like people fussing over her at all. But she's saying to say to you, thank you for being there for her. Can you understand that?
Yes.
And she's saying thank you, and you did a lot for her. You really did. And sometimes, she said, and your grandmother Teresa saying, sometimes she still feels like she didn't do enough for me, and she did. You did a lot.
Yeah.
And you miss having them around, and she's saying they're so glad to be outside again. Your mother liked to be outdoors.
She loved it.
And because I'm seeing that. And I gotta give this to you anyways, but did she like to walk barefooted too?
Yes.
She's so happy. She hates shoes. She hates sneakers, she's telling me. She's got all the shoes and sneakers off, by the way. And she's so happy she could walk barefoot, and I'm thanking your mother for that too. I know it's something little, but sometimes it's that little piece of information, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And she's saying to say that. She's saying, the only thing she's saying, Karen, they saved too much of my things. You guys saved some of her stuff?
Yes.
Yeah, she's saying that to me. Your mama's saying they saved some of my stuff. And I do see some like books that you have of your mother's too.
I do.
Yeah, she's saying it's like this with a stack of them. And you can understand that as well?
Yeah.
And your mother's with Teresa, by the way.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, I know. They're all coming in like earlier when that other lady called, and it's like they'll all come in together like that. But they're all together. They're having a big family reunion over there.
Oh, that's great to know.
And your mother's so glad. She said it's so nice she doesn't have to worry about the stress anymore of the holidays, and you would understand that.
I do.
Especially with the up-and-coming holidays. She had to have everything just so.
I know.
And I have
she did.
Does somebody have, I'm seeing a lacy type tablecloth or something. I'm seeing a tablecloth or something.
Yes.
Do you still have that?
Yes.
And she's saying thank you, and you guys put it out sometimes.
Yes.
And
During the holidays.
Yeah, see, there she goes on Grace graphic time. But she's saying, and I'm thanking her for the clientship, by the way. But she's saying thank you for that too. And she's saying thank you, and she's saying, they're keeping you're keeping the memories alive, and you get all the old photographs, the photo albums out, and all that, and you guys start reminiscing about the good old days. Your mother's telling me.
Yeah.
And she's saying thank you about the tablecloth, and she said I'm so glad I can move around again too.
I know what you mean by that.
I'm glad you know what I mean by that. She's saying because she liked her independence, and she did not like people fussing over her.
No.
And I'm so glad you can understand that coming from her. She said I didn't like people fussing over me, and I was set in my ways. You know what I'm saying, Kind of got a little stubborn about it, too, she's telling me. But
she did.
She's saying, you guys, again, she's saying, you helped me cross over to having, whatever your beliefs are. She's saying you guys did help her with dignity, too.
I'm sorry, what?
You helped her with, to cross over with dignity.
Wow.
Can you understand that?
Yes.
I have to give that when they show that to me, because it's your mother saying that. She's saying, thank you for helping me die with dignity.
I understand.
And I'm so glad you understand that. And she's saying to say Happy Easter to you. And Happy Passover, or whatever your, denomination is,
Yep.
okay? I have to tell you that. And she's so happy about the tablecloth, by the way. I'm glad they keep it nice and folded, They keep it folded up and, the younger ones like to touch it and everything, but you guys like, oh, don't touch that. That was Grandma's, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I'm glad you can understand that coming from her as well. Oh, that's something that always happens to me in this studio. But, yeah, and I love your mother's, mannerism, and I love your grandmother's too, and they're all together over there.
Oh. Can I ask you a question?
Sure, they're all backed off. I don't have any more for you, but if you feel free if you want to ask me a question.
Oh, I wanted to know if they see the great-grandchildren.
Oh, yeah, that's why when I said about the tablecloth.
Yeah.
And when she said about the tablecloth and the kids not touching it, they do see them, from the other side.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you so very much.
And have a nice holiday.
You too.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay. Yeah, they do see us, and the kids are wonderful little mediums, so pay attention, because you could be, doing stuff, and one of the kids might come over and say, I see this man over there, and start describing who the person is, that deceased loved one that's on the other side. Energies are strong all the time, but I think they're extra stronger when holidays come around. They really, are very strong that way. And it's wonderful because, they are looking down on us. Like I've said before on other shows, not 24/7. And be sure to, and it's going to be a wonderful marathon this year. Sending lots of angels and, all the runners. I'll be cheering for them, sitting back in the chair, watching. I keep saying, I'm a street runner. And I keep saying, is this the year I'm going to train for? But when I look at the race and I'm sitting there saying, I don't think so. I like my little short races are fine for me. But I'll be, sending them lots of, it's going to be wonderful. Cheering everybody on. I have a couple of friends I know that are running without numbers, and I'll be there rooting for them to try to find them in the crowd. Of course, you guys know at home how crowded and busy the marathon's going to be. And also to send some good healing prayers to the firemen's families. You can send some good healing prayers. You don't have to be there to send all that warm, loving, healing energy. And I want to wish Happy Passover. I think it just happened, I'm not sure, to our Jewish friends and watchers. And Happy Easter to everybody at home. And please don't drink and drive. And if you have one little one too many over the Easter holiday and you're out celebrating, please give your keys to a friend or take a cab home. And, our loved ones are gone but not forgotten. And just a thought away. And don't forget, if you hear someone saying, someone who's getting ready to cross over and they say, I see so-and-so in the room, chances are they are. And I want to say goodnight to Michelle. She's all pooped out. She came home, the kids went on a field trip, and she's all pooped out from that. So I said, okay, just go, relax. Have a great night and a wonderful Happy Easter to everybody at home. And I want to thank the phone callers and the viewers for calling. Our loved ones are gone but not forgotten, and just a thought away. And love and light to everybody.